Now, we got another California homecoming here. Rob Ikes is the 15-time, that's 15-time IBMA Dobro Player of the Year. He's got so many trophies, they wouldn't fit in his house. He had to buy a tough shed, put it out in the backyard, keep them in. Now, a few years back, he teamed up with this young, flat-picking, phenomenal, and soulful singer named Trey Hensley. And he's an IBMA flat picker of the year, and he's starting to rack up the awards, and I think he's going to be shopping around for a tough shed pretty soon. Together, they are a Grammy-nominated duo. They have a new album, new CD out called Living in a Song. Now, I had the honor of introducing them on stage at Harley Strictly Bluegrass a few years ago in San Francisco to a rapturous applause. But you know, I think we can top that here because we are at Bluegrass Central today. There is no place on planet Earth right now where there is more bluegrass going on than here in Grass Valley, California. So let's give them a big warm welcome, Rob Ikes and Trey Hensley.
Gone are the days when the ox fall down, picked up the old plow and fields around. Gone are the days when the lady said, please, Jimmy Jack Jones, won't you come with me? 1920 when he stepped up to the bar, drank from the dregs of the whiskey jar. 1930 when the wall caved in, he made his way selling red-eyed tin. Raised 8 boys, only I turned bad. I didn't get the lickings that the others had. Brown-eyed women and red grenadine. The bottle was dusty, but the liquor was clean. Sound of the thunder with the rain pouring down, and he looks like the old man is getting on. Tumbled down shack in Bigfoot County. Snowed so hard that the roof caved in. Lila Jones went to meet her God, and the old man never was the same again. Daddy made whiskey and he made it well. Cost $2 and it burned like hell. Well, I could hit green as fire and still I drank down a bottle and get ready to kill. Women and red grenadine. The bottle was dusty, but the liquor was clean. Sound of the thunder with the rain pouring down, and it looks like the old man is getting home. Gone are the days when the ox fall down, picked up the old plow and fields around. Gone are judge honey by looking at the bee. You can't judge a daughter by looking at her mother. And you can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Can't you see? Oh, you can't judge me. Well, I look like a farmer, but I'm a lover. And you can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Judge a woman by looking at a man. And you can't judge a sister by looking at her brother. And you can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Can't you see? Whoa, you misjudge me. Well, I look like a farmer, but I'm a lover. And you can't judge a book by looking at the cover. By looking in the pond, and you can't judge right by looking at the wrong. Well, you can't judge one by looking at the other, and you can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Can't you see? Oh, you can't judge me. Well, I look like a farmer, but I'm a lover, and you can't judge a book by looking at the cover. I look like a farmer, but I'm a lover, and you can't judge a book by looking at the cover. I left Tennessee very much alive, and I never would have gotten through the Arkansas mud if I hadn't been riding on Tennessee stuff. Well, I had some trouble with my sweetheart's paw, and one of her brothers was a mad outlaw. So I sent a letter by my Uncle Fudd that I got away on Tennessee stud. The Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes are green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee stud. With the Spaniards fold till I got me a skin full of silver and gold. Me and the gambler couldn't agree, got in a fight over Tennessee. We jerked our guns and he fell with a thud, then I got away on Tennessee stud. The Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes are green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee stud. Was a dreaming of a sweetheart too. Well, I looked right back across Arkansas, I whooped her brother and I whooped her boy. I found that girl with the golden hair, and she was riding on a Tennessee mare. Well, the Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes are green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee stud. That girl with the golden hair and a Tennessee stud. The Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes are green. He had the nerve and he had blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee stud.
All right, Grass Valley Bluegrass Festival 50th anniversary. Give yourselves a big old hand. This festival's always been special to me because I came here in 1980 and started playing the Dobro as soon as I got home. So it's great to be here. And this is one of the best festivals on the planet, and so glad to be here tonight. Glad you all are here. What a beautiful night. I'm loving this. This is absolutely great. We've had a great trip so far. We flew into San Diego a few days ago, and then we played in Carlsbad Thursday, and we did the Live Oak Music Festival down to St. Louis last night, and here we are this weekend. So it's been a great trip so far. It's going to be a great weekend. Trey and I, our latest album is called Living in a Song. And that was kind of the plan with that one, is we wanted to write all or most all of the songs on there, which we did. And we're going to do you a few songs from that album right now. This first one of my favorites, written by Trey and a friend of his from East Tennessee, another great writer named Bobby Starnes. And this one tells a story about somebody who moved to Nashville, tried to do the big star thing. Things didn't go quite as planned, but it tells a great story. It's called The Backstreets off of Broadway.
Well, he thumbed his way to Nashville back in '88 with a dream and a guitar to his name. Well, he could sing like Elvis, he could hardly wait, he could almost taste the fortune and fame. But Music City is a town that can knock you down and leave you in total despair. Well, it can tear you apart and rip out your heart and turn your dreams into nightmares. Now his home is on the back streets of Broadway, living out his dreams on nickels and dimes. When the road told him no, he had nowhere to go but the back streets of Broadway and out of his mind. Well, he tried and he tried, but the years they went by, and he landed between second and third. He's still there today, making his way and singing for all that he's worth. Now his home is on the back streets of Broadway, living out his dreams on nickels and dimes. When the road told him no, he had nowhere to go but the the river, don't let them catch you. Fly and shine if you know what's best. Sunday morning, find you in jail, your name on a prayer request. Keep your foot hard on the pedal, your hand close to the gun. Hear me rolling down the valley on a moonshine. That old river is muddy and deep and the long's fine. Lolly and keys, shotguns, bodies, rusty Chevrolets, they're all at the bottom. There they'll stay, don't let them catch you. All and shine if you know what's best. Sunday morning, find you in jail, your name on a prayer request. Keep your foot hard on the pedal, your hand close to the gun. Hear me roaring down the valley on a moonshine. Hear me roaring down the valley on a moonshine. Thank y'all very much. Hope you're having a good time so far out there tonight. It's great to be here in Grass Valley. It's such a beautiful spot, and it's great to be here at this festival. Happy 50th anniversary to the Grass Valley Bluegrass Festival. Let me introduce this guy over here playing the Dobro. You've heard it already, but he is the 15-time International Bluegrass Music Association's Dobro Player of the Year. California boy. He, if you didn't know him being the 15th-time Dobro Player of the Year and all of his accomplishments, that makes him the most awarded musician in IBMA history, which is very cool. He has played with everybody you could possibly ever think of, from people like Merle Haggard and Willie Nelson. He's on Willie's Bluegrass record that came out last year, and Doc Watson, Tony Rice, and Earl Scruggs, and Grass Valley favorite David Lee Roth.
We need to get David here. We need to get David Lee Roth here for 51. I will work on that. I'm not so sure that's true.
Rob is originally from San Francisco, California. And is Millbrae, that's right. Pardon me, everybody. He's originally from Millbrae.
Folks, my mom is here in the front row editing everything he says. Give my mom a hand, folks. She brought me here in 1980. We loaded up the camper and came to Grass Valley in 1980, and she took me to every festival on the West Coast. How many miles do you think we did? Thousands and thousands of miles. And thank you, Mom, for bringing me to Grass Valley.
Y'all give it up for one of the most incredible musicians ever, Rob Ikes on the Dobro. which direction I might find me at. I've been traveling every day since I was born, just looking for some shelter from a never-ending storm. I crossed over these United States, but I seldom make new friends along the way, never staying long enough to say hello, just chasing both ends of my rainbow. Well, this morning came as a surprise, after all the hell I've raised the last few lonely nights. I've been burning all my candles at both ends, just wondering when this chapter stops and a brand new one begins. Montana's really nice this time of year. Well, anywhere is better than right here. I'll ride a plane wherever it may go, while I chase both ends of my rainbow. I keep hanging on to promises and chasing after dreams, knowing that reality is better than it seems. I'll find my way, won't sacrifice my soul, while I chase both ends of my rainbow. Full of cigarettes, my money's blown, my whiskey's gone, and I'm full of regrets. And I'm standing on this highway looking out, with my guitar and my friendly smile. I'll hit you right, no doubt. My horizon is just over this hill, and I know I'll never ever get my fill. I'll keep playing every song that I know, while I chase both ends of my rainbow. Keep hanging on to promises and chasing after dreams, knowing that reality is better than it seems. I'll find my way, won't sacrifice my soul, while I chase both ends of my rainbow. Yeah, I'll find my way, won't sacrifice my soul, while I chase both ends of my rainbow.
Oh, thank you so much. That's the Trey Hensley original from our World Full of Blues album. And let me go ahead and introduce this guy properly. He made his debut in a Grand Ole Opry stage when he was just 11 years old. How cool is that? Marty Stewart heard him play. Trey had just been playing guitar for a few months, and was so impressed that he invited him to do the Grand Ole Opry, and then surprised Trey by bringing Earl Scruggs out on stage. So, pretty cool. Since that time, he's worked with a lot of great artists, including the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, Taj Mahal, Steve Wariner. He's one of Tom Emanuel's favorite guitar players, so that says a lot right there. This guy's really tearing up the internet in the guitar world. He has over 150,000 followers on Instagram. Just did a big thing for Fender Guitars in Nashville a couple weeks ago with Brad Paisley and Steve Wariner, some others. And I remember one of our first gigs was down in Southern California. And after the show, the promoter came up to me and she said, "That guy is the Eddie Van Halen of the acoustic guitar." And I said, "You're damn right." Folks from Jonesboro, Tennessee, give it up for Trey Hensley.
cried for that woman. I'm gonna flood you, big river, and I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Well, I met her accidentally in St. Paul, Minnesota, and it tore me up every time I heard her draw, southern draw. Then I heard my dream went back downstream to Horton in Davenport, and I followed you, big river, when you called. Freighter said she's been here, but she's gone, boy, she's gone. Then I found her trail in Memphis, but she just walked up the bluff. She raised a few eyebrows and went on down along. Now won't you bat it down by Baton Rouge, River Queen, rolling on. Take that woman on down to New Orleans, New Orleans. Well, go on, I've had enough. I've done my blues down and to go. She loves you, big river, more than me. Sit right here until I die. No, I'm gonna sit right here until I die.
Trey Hensley, y'all, yeah. We're gonna do you a song now. This is real special to us. We got invited to take part in an album called A Tribute to the Judds that came out last year. It's kind of in memory of Naomi, and there's a lot of great artists on there, Dolly Parton, Lainey Wilson, Jelly Roll, and they asked if we would do this song, and this is the first song that the Judds ever sang to their producer when they were just getting started in the business. But a lot of you bluegrassers might know this one. Larry Sparks did a great version of it, and it's a beautiful song. And also we had a special guest, Molly Tuttle, sing some harmony on this one for us. She did a great job. Y'all ever heard of Molly Tuttle out here? Love to hear her and Trey sing together. So anyway, hope you enjoy this one. And check out this record. It's a great record called A Tribute to the Judds. And here's one called The John Deere Tractor.
Here's a letter from your son. Well, I think my city days are done, and it ain't been 3 weeks since I came. Hey, Mama, well, I do remember what you said. Well, say your prayers before you go to bed, son. And remember, city women ain't the same. Well, John Deere tractor in a half-acre field, trying to plow a furrow where the soil is made of steel. Oh, I wish I was home, Lord, where the bluegrass is growing and the sweet country girls don't complain. So much perfume I thought I'd drown. And the Lord didn't seem to be nowhere around. Hey, I felt like a flower from the vine. Well, she was pretty, Lord knows. Thought that she would bring me joy, but she laughed and she called me country boy, Mom. And after she had been so kind, I'm like a John Deere tractor in a half-acre field, trying to plow a furrow where the soil is made of steel. Oh, I wish I was home, Lord, where the bluegrass is growing and the firelight shimmers and shines. First thing I remember doing was a lonesome whistle blowing, and a young dream of growing up to ride on a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound. Well, no one could change my mind, but Mama tried. One and only rebel child from a family meek and mild, but my Mama seemed to know what lay in store. Despite all my Sunday learning, towards the back kept on turning till Mama couldn't hold me anymore. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right. Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. And it's only me to blame, cause Mama tried. Tried so very hard to fill his shoes, working hours without rest, wanted me to have the best. She tried to raise me right, but I refused. I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right. Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. It was only me to blame, cause Mama tried. Sadly, it's only me to blame, cause Mama tried. you would not have fallen, that I would not have found you. Angel flying too close to the ground. I patched up your broken wings. I hung around a while, trying to keep your spirits up and your fever down. I knew someday that you would fly away, for love's the greatest healer to be found. So leave me if you need to, and I will still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground. Fly on, past the speed of sound. I'd rather see you up than see you down. So leave me if you need to, and I will still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground. Well, leave me if you need to, oh, and I will still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground. Alright, well thank y'all very much. We got time for one more song. Give a big round of applause to Rob Ikes over here on the Dobro.
And one more time on the guitar and vocals, Mr. Trey Hensley.
Keep it going for Dave Williams back there on the sound. Well, I do want to mention we've got all of our merch over in the merch table tent area over that way. We've got vinyl records. We got the new record. We did just win a Grammy. Yeah. We won a Grammy with the great Taj Mahal. We did a record with Taj down at Leon Russell's studio in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And the record's called Live Swinging at the Church. And it won for Best Traditional Blues Album. So we're thrilled about that. We've got all of T-shirts and CDs and everything else you could possibly want. And anyway, we're gonna end with a song that we did on our second album. It's an old Grateful Dead tune, if there's any Grateful Dead fans out there. We're gonna have a couple special guests come up and join us on this. Y'all make welcome Sully Tuttle and Frank Sullivan.
I gotta say, you know, I've been thinking about coming to this festival that kind of got things going for me, and thinking about all the great musicians that come from California, bluegrass and country musicians. And when I moved back east, I gotta say, you know, of course the music, it could come from the bluegrass heartland as the Appalachians, but we have some incredible bluegrass artists that came from the West Coast. How about Stuart Duncan, huh? How about Ron Block? How about Allison Brown? How about Frank Sullivan? How about Sully Tuttle? How about Jerry Garcia? Okay. So let me hear these guys a little bit. I want to make sure I got them. I got mandolin. I got guitar. This is a true jam session, folks. We've never played this together, so. But big thank you to everybody here at Grass Valley. It's such a great festival, and I saw Lori Lewis backstage. I know she had a lot to do with getting this thing off the ground, so thank you, Lori. Thanks for all the great music over the years, and she took me to Europe for my first European tour back in 1990, so thank you for that. A lot of beer over there, I found out. Germans, beer, yeah. But anyway, I'm very proud to be a California bluegrass musician, and so we'll send this out to all the California pickers, and I hope that y'all stay up all night tonight and jam and do a lot of picking tonight, because that's what it's all about. Here's one called "Friend of the Devil." Thank you so much.
I'll spend my life with you. Well, I got a wife and she don't baby one in Cherokee. There's one say she's got my child, but it don't look like me. Said out running, but it take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home for the hell out, I just might get some sleep tonight.